Hi. So I've had a lot of people ask me to do this, and I've like kind of considered it, but now that I'm locked in my house and I'm really bored, I'm gonna do it. And that is make a tutorial on how I paint my face to look weird. Yeah, let's begin. So for this I'm going to be using what I always use, which is water activated paints. There's different kinds of paints you can use, but I've actually never used anything else other than water based paints because I can't afford it. So I actually splurged on this. This is Mehron Makeup water activated paints. This is their Paradise palette. It has like a bunch of different colors in it. Another thing that I use is, where is he? Found it. This is my James Charles palette. You can literally use any palette, any eyeshadow palette on earth, but I like this one just because it's big and it has any color that I need, and the black is really nice. You can see I've used a lot of it there. I probably will have to buy a new palette literally just for the black because that's how much I love it, especially for like special effects face paint looks, because it's really blendable. Like, it's really pigmented, but you can also blend it really well. And like, honestly guys, this is literally, these are the two things that I use like for pretty much every face paint special effects look that I do ever. So what I'm going to start doing first is I'm going to sketch in the details of my zombie look. So I'm looking at the reference picture and I'm basically just going to draw lines on exactly where all the details are gonna go before I actually go in with face paint, and I'm just gonna start sketching it out. So I'm starting with my base first because that's the lightest paint that we're gonna be using. So I'm taking a tiny bit of brown and I'm gonna mix it with some white, and I'm gonna start just placing it where it needs to be. It doesn't have to be perfect right now, but I'm using kind of a, this brush is stained green, which I purposely didn't wash this because I want it to be kind of a green tint. But if you want to add a green tint, obviously you can just add some green. I don't really have to worry about being perfect yet because all the details I'm going to be going in with darker colors anyway, and I'm going to be darkening up all the lines around it and fixing everything, so I'm just trying to get the color down there. I'm basically putting this everywhere but these little holes that I drew out of my face, because that's supposed to be like my skin is ripping and you can see underneath to my teeth and muscles and all of that. So now, because I want it to look like I kind of have zombie teeth showing underneath my skin, I'm going to start mapping in where the teeth are going to go. So I'm taking a white and I'm going to place it right over my own lips. At the moment I'm only kind of just mapping where they're going to go. So now I'm just going to take a red and I'm going to fill in all the gaps that I have here and outline the teeth a little bit. So now I'm going to go in with the black and I'm just going to outline everywhere that needs a shadow and kind of pronounce the teeth a little bit more. So now I'm going to go in with like a little bit of a darker brown and then just start mapping in some more details around the eye. So now I'm going to go in with the black with a tiny little fine liner, and I'm going to go in and create my new nose. So now that we're looking nice and stupid, we're going to start using eyeshadow to bring in a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to put away the face paint for now. I think I might be done with it. So I'm basically going to take this black eyeshadow and I'm just going to put it where I want to add more dimension. Anywhere that I've outlined in black, I'm going to go in and kind of blend it to make it look more realistic and less like pop arty. So basically what I'm doing right now is I'm kind of just outlining with eyeshadow and creating dimension and shadow in my face. And also kind of just going in with a smaller brush and adding just texture and dots and holes and wrinkles and everything else I need to look like a zombie. So now I'm gonna again bring out my face paint and then just add in little finishing touches here and there to make it look a little cleaner. So that's pretty much it. I'm not like the happiest with it, but it's whatever. I kind of rushed through it, but that's the gist of my process.